Last week I was at my sister's house visiting her in SoCal, and she has diabetes, and we were talking about her condition and the situation that she's in right now. And she's been taking the medicine, you know which one I'm talking about, it starts with an M. She said that she maxed out at 4 a day, and because of that, the doctor prescribed another one. So on top of 4 a day, she takes another medicine. So her tolerance went up, so she has to keep taking this stuff. And what's happening is she's getting like dementia-like symptoms. She has very bad short-term memory. She still remembers all the stuff. So we're talking about our past and all that stuff, and we had a really nice conversation. But then she says that she's forgetting stuff that she did recently, and she forgot whether she did it or not, and it's happening more and more. And she read that one of the side effects of that medicine is dementia-like symptoms. And so that's really kind of scary. And she was telling me that she was talking to this guy a while ago. So this was a few years ago, and he told her that he actually had diabetes. He got this medicine that was FDA approved like at that time, and this was a few years ago. And so he actually took it for like 2 months, and he said that after that period, he no longer needed to take the medicine. Like his blood sugar is normal, and it has stayed normal permanently. So she was asking, what is this drug? And he said that he couldn't find it anymore. It's no longer in the market. So he actually researched it and looked for it and found that this drug got bought out by a bigger company. And that bigger company decided to shelve it. I mean, that's unbelievable. The lack of morals and ethics and care for other people that you would have to be an executive of that company, knowing that you can change people's lives for the better, and not doing that and going the opposite route just to make more money. I just can't do it. That's just something that I would never be able to do. If I was vice president of that company, I'd be like, release it. You need to release this. And they said, no, we can't, because our drug competes with this one, and we need to keep people on our drug for the rest of their life instead of this drug that within 2 months you no longer have this problem. And this is just one story. There is multiple stories like this all over the world. It's not just about diabetes, it's about everything, even the big C. You'd be surprised what we can do out there. I don't know if you noticed, like I certainly have, that a lot of Mexican people buy supplements. That was strange for me. I didn't know that it was such a big deal for them. But it makes sense because they're really into like alternative treatments. They don't want to have to go through the standard treatment, especially what we're doing here in the United States, where it's purely profit-based. And when that happens, is you get a lot of corruption, you get people greedy, and all they care about is to keep just this much wealth so you can keep them on the drug forever. Instead of, hey, the scientists developed this drug that can actually reverse that situation. And they're like, oh, no, that'll cut into our profits. Whoop. I mean, it's just, what kind of world do we live in here? It's just unfortunate that this happens. And it is happening for sure. There's absolutely no doubt. I have zero doubt about that. Even our treatment for the big C is, I know what I would do if I had it, for sure. I can't mention it here because I would get banned. I literally got massive warnings just for mentioning certain products on this site. And so I know that Big Brother is out there watching, and so I have to be very careful what I say, even in this conversation. Just know that there's alternative treatments for a lot of things, and you'd be surprised.